Guess who's on the phone line right now? Last time he was on, he's like, it was my last appearance as an ESPN guy, and like, I don't know where I can't tell you where I'm going.
We're back.
Now we know where he's going. He just finished up watching the weigh-in for UFC 264. He is now going to be covering the UFC for The Ringer, Spotify, and BT Sports. Everywhere. Our friend Ariel Helwani. Look at you, Mr. Hyphenate.
Hello, guys. What about Rich giving a shout-out to Peacock, Boss Baby, and then Coco is mentioned, competitor. I mean, we're trying to build up something nice here. I'll say we love Peacock in the Helwani household, but we like it for the WWE content.
Yes.
That's what we watch over here, my boys and I. It's an absolute must-have, and so shout out to the good people at Peacock. Here I am, independent Helwani, uninhibited, Mr. Eisen.
Look at
I can
you.
Shout anyone out.
Reach your freak flag fly, man.
You're free.
Let's go.
Look at you. Look at you. All right. How was the weigh-in? What happened? Anything?
Well,
you need to listen
Dustin Poirier. So as you may know, there's a 2-hour block where these fighters, the 26 fighters competing on tomorrow night's card, can show up. I actually think the weigh-ins are at times more interesting than the fights themselves because you really get a look at how these guys are feeling, how they look, what kind of weight cut they had. You could show up at 9:01. You could show up at 10:59. The very first guy on the scale was Dustin Poirier. He made weight 156. He was good to go. 18 or so minutes later, Conor McGregor showed up. He made weight 156. He predicted that he'd make 156 and he'd be good to go. So the main event is good. It is official. There was one mishap. One female fighter, Irene Aldana, weighed in 3.5 pounds over the 136-pound bantamweight limit. She has to give up 30% of her purse to her opponent, Yana Kunitskaya. But other than that, we are good to go.
That's how they handle it, huh? They don't just give her some time to just,
So it depends. You can take the extra hour.
Right.
Every state is a little different. You can take an extra hour in Nevada, or you could say, look, I'm 3.5 over. I'm going to pay the penalty. Sometimes the opponent doesn't like that and will ask for you to suffer because they'll say, oh, you're going to give up that 30% rather easily. Maybe you didn't kill yourself to get down to the limit 136 in this case like I did, and you'll be fresher going into Saturday. And by the way, the records will show that the person who comes in that much over typically wins because they didn't kill themselves on the way to the scale. So in this case, she's taking the penalty and the fight will continue.
All right. So, by the way, I respect Poirier just showing first thing up. I'm the first guy on the plane. Whenever my row is called, I got to get on. That's me.
You're the one pushing everyone out of the way?
No, I'm the one getting on because I want to get my stuff in the overhead bin and I want to get situated. I don't need anybody else putting stuff in the overhead bin. You know what I mean? I need to get situated. So what?
You're always like seat 1A, business, super executive class. You don't have to worry about that.
I don't need to be seat 1A. I don't have to flex like that. I just need to be in the first few rows while Brockman walks past me and I give him a stare down.
And you film it.
And I do sometimes too.
He films it. Ariel,
I seat shame him.
He seat shames me when we're on the same flight. Meanwhile, Rich is in probably like 1B, 2A, whatever. No. I'm in 6C. Like I'm not that far back.
No, you're more of a D and an E guy.
Yeah, you're right. I'm window. I go right to sleep.
Before I let you go, because we do have the old heart out. How do you see the big fight going down tomorrow night? What's your thoughts here?
Oh my, look at you asking. Okay, so I will say the fans are going to be the winners. How about that one? How about that sitting on the fence?
All right.
And I will also say I think it's going to go longer than the first two fights. First fight ended in the first round. Second fight ended in the second round. I actually think this might go the distance. Ooh. I think it's going to be really close. I think it's a toss-up right now. Conor's a slight underdog. I think he's worth taking a flyer. But if you tell me right now you've seen the fight and Dustin won, I believe you. You tell me you've seen the fight, Conor won, I believe you. These guys are very, very evenly matched. But if you're looking to bet, Conor being the dog, I think it's worth a look.
Ariel Helwani, do you want to respond to a shirtless Nikita Kucherov saying that Montreal Canadiens fans acted in that they won the cup with their one Stanley Cup final win?
I do not want to validate that jabroni's comments in any way, shape, or form. Listen, we were the 18th seed. We had no business even being there. They're $18 million over the salary cap. They bought their way to a championship. We did it the old hard-fashioned way with youngsters like Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki. We will be back. We will be there. The Lightning are going to have to break up because they tried to break the rules here and buy themselves a championship. Congratulations. No one cares about hockey in Tampa Bay. The city of Montreal should be very proud of les habitants.
Okay, what's more likely to happen? Khabib fighting again or somehow, some way on planet Earth, Damian Lillard winds up a Knick? What do you think?
Oh, my gosh.
What's more?
I'm going to go Dame time. Dame Dolla's coming to the Mecca, and guess what's going to happen? Here's the prediction. Dame Dolla's coming to the Mecca.
Yep.
The Knicks will be on fire. MSG will be the center of the basketball universe. Rich Eisen's going to try to jump back on the bandwagon, and I'm going to stiff arm him and say, no can do. Here's your last chance.
I like the post-ESPN Ariel Helwani. I like it.
He's free.
I like it. Look at
By
you.
the way, all those guys at ESPN who've been laughing at the Knicks for the last 10 years, none of you, and you know who I'm talking about, Kellerman and company, none of you are allowed on the bandwagon again. You made your point. You put your flag in the sand. You're Brooklyn guys now. When Dame Dollar comes to the Mecca in about, I don't know, a month or so, you're not allowed on the bandwagon either.
Timetable.
All right, Ariel. Have a good time at the fight. Congrats on your new landing spots, plural. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, guys.
There's
Love you,
Ariel.
Rich. Take care.
Right back at you. Ariel Helwani. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.